Hello, friends. How you doing? Well, it is a rainy, dreary night here. And so I thought there could be nothing better to do than to sneak up to my bedroom and snuggle up with a good book. So that's where I am, in my big bed with a good book. And it's one that I read at school today that was a gift from our friend Oliver in our class. But since only school friends got to hear it, I thought I'd record it. And that way, also, if you wanted to hear it again, you could hear it as many times as you like. So, this is a new book for our classroom from our friend Oliver, and it's called The World Needs More Purple People. And I love it. So, right here on the title page where it says The World Needs More Purple People, it says, "Hey kid, I've got a secret. It's gonna knock your socks off, and I can't wait to share it with you." Dot, dot, dot. Ta da! Follow my guide to become a purple person. And it says, How to Be a Purple Person by Penny. Okay, it's a how to. Could it get any better? How to writing? A how to book? Now, you may be asking yourself, why in the world would I want to be purple? Purple is a magic color made when red and blue work together. I think all the best things in the world are purple. But you're probably wondering, what does that have to do with people? Wow, are you a genius? Because you're already on your way to becoming a purple person. You want to know why? Step one, ask really great questions. If you have been with Mrs. Torres for more than 5 minutes, you know that I almost all the time when you ask a question, I say, "Oh, that's a great question. I'm so glad you asked that." Right? That's something I say all the time. Or, "Oh, what a great question. Did you hear that question?" Right? Because I think the best way to learn is to ask questions. So I tell you when you ask really great questions, so you'll ask more. My dad says purple people ask great questions. Questions about everything, even questions about questions. And here she is. Hey, Dad, how far away is outer space? Have you ever met a dolphin? How many dolphins live in outer space? Hmm. Purple questions are the kind that help you learn something really big about the world or something really small about another person. So this one says, How tall is the world's largest rainbow? It's a great question. And then here, look, we have a friend. He looks like he's feeling maybe a little bit nervous, or scared, or maybe even sad. And she says, What's your bear's name? And he says, Charlie. It doesn't look like our Charlie, though. Dad says the more purple questions you ask, the more purple you become. How many do you think there are? She's looking at the stars. He also says I can only ask him 20 questions about space dolphins per day. That's fair. There's only so many space dolphin questions you can answer, right? Seems fair. Step two, laugh a lot. My grandma says purple people laugh a lot. We're always laughing together. I mean, like snot out of your nose laughing. It's in the picture too. Ew. We laugh at books. We laugh at jokes. How do you make a tissue dance? Put a little boogie in it. We laugh at donkey dances and hairy elephant knees. And we especially laugh at Grandpa's funny noises. Purple laughing helps us remember the things we share and forget what we thought made us different. And it's almost impossible to be angry when you are laughing. Try it, I dare you. We talked about this today at school. I like to laugh when I make silly mistakes because then I don't feel nearly as frustrated. Oh man, I wrote that backwards again. I must be a backwards person today. And then I giggle, right? Or I'll say, I go to say something and then my words get all, and I go, and then I laugh at myself because it happens to everybody. Sometimes the words just don't come out right. I think being able to laugh makes it easier so you don't feel frustrated inside. Grandma says, the more purple laughing you do, the more purple you become. She also says Grandpa's noises are her favorite funny noises in the whole wide world. Step 3, use your voice and don't lose your voice. My mom says purple people use their voice and don't lose their voice. She encourages me to use my voice to sing. My dad is the one with the hairy chest who loves me more than all the rest. I don't know if that's quite what I would sing if I was going to have a song in my heart. But to each their own. To give good ideas, that's a good way to use your voice. Let's wear monster costumes to school. That's a fun idea. Sounds like something Mrs. Torres would say. Let's wear tutus for the letter T. I've said that before. And to share my opinions. I personally feel like we shouldn't have to eat Brussels sprouts because they smell like sweaty socks. Today at school, I said that I wouldn't use my voice to express my opinion quite like that. I said, because what if I said that and Mrs. Bjorkman liked Brussels sprouts? And Mrs. Bjorkman said, actually, I love Brussels sprouts. If I said they smelled like sweaty socks, how would that make her feel? Sad. So I might just say, oh, Brussels sprouts aren't for me. Would you like to have mine? Now Mrs. Bjorkman gets extra Brussels sprouts and nobody's feelings are hurt. Because we all like different things, right? I don't want to say anything to hurt somebody's feelings. So I don't use my voice to express my opinion in this way because I like to try to make sure that my opinion doesn't hurt other people's feelings as best I can. Because I know I wouldn't want somebody to say that that broccoli is gross. I love broccoli. So I try to be considerate. But it's okay that I don't like Brussels sprouts and Mrs. Bjorkman does, right? Sometimes people lose their voice and not because they're sick. And that's okay. It happens. A purple voice helps someone who is having trouble finding their own voice. Purple people don't just speak up, they also listen. So when we first looked at this page, I said that I thought I could tell that these two friends on this jungle gym were using unkind words just because of their face. They do not look like they are saying kind and happy things. And then we read the purple speech bubbles. Maybe you could tell them that you don't like it when they call you that name. I was right. Look, they're saying something unkind and they're hurting her feelings. Her friend said, maybe you should tell them that you don't like it. I think she's so upset she doesn't have any words. Watch what her friend does. Are you ready? Want me to tell them? That's a good friend. That's a purple person. She knows her friend is feeling sad, so she's going to go over and talk to them. Isn't that amazing? Mom says, the more you use a purple voice, the more purple you become. Mom, can you help me with my play? She also says, she heard my opinion on Brussels sprouts, but I still have to eat them. I'm going to work on a better argument. Sometimes your words don't work. I like this one. Step 4. Work hard. Super duper hard. My grandpa says purple people know how to dig in and get stuff done. I like that phrase. I can relate to this step. He and I like to work hard while we build things. I know a lot of you can too. A lot of you are hard workers. And while we learn things, and while we grow things. And a lot of you have grown-ups who are super hard workers. Purple work is the kind of work that's done together to change something that needs changing. What do we want? More playgrounds. When do we want them? Now. We talked about this in class today, and I said, I don't know that that's something we could change just with our words. But in our classroom, we really wanted to do centers. And in order to do centers, I don't know if you've told your grown-ups yet, but if you remember, in order to do centers, we had to clean up our transitions, so to speak. We had to be able to switch activities at a little bit of a faster pace because we were taking a really long time to clean up and go on to the next thing. And we decided together as a team that we wanted to try centers. So we worked on it and we timed our transitions. And together we made it so this week we could try centers. That's purple. Teamwork. Fix something that needs fixing or help someone who needs helping. Helping is our favorite. Grandpa says, the more purple work you do, the more purple you become. He also says, no purple work has ever been done while sitting on your backside sipping strawberry lemonade. I like that too. Okay, are you ready for the last step? Are you ready? Are you sure? Are you sure you're sure? Are you really, really ready? Okay. Drum roll, please. We talked about how today, that sounds like something Mrs. Torres would say, and it was actually in the book. Like they thought that Mrs. Torres was just saying that because I say things like that all the time. I was like, oh, that sounds just like me, huh? But look, those words are really here. They were like, no, they're not. Step 5, paint yourself purple. I hope you have purple paint at home. Just kidding. That's not the way to become a purple person. Actually, being a purple person has nothing to do with what you look like. My teacher says purple people look all sorts of ways. They are big and small, old and young. Some wear cool coats, some wear shorts with lots of pockets, and some wear funny hats. Maybe with umbrellas on them. She says some purple people feel blue sometimes and red other times. And some purple people even have green hair. Oh, that is a cool hat. Step 5, just be the real you. Like my teacher always says, purple people come in every color you can dream up and every size you can think up. The only way to be purple is to just be you because you're the only you we've got. It's true. You're the one and only. So, those are my surefire steps to turning into a purple person. Hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute. You ask really great questions. You laugh a lot. You use your voice all the time. You are a really hard worker. And you are totally you. Well, I'll be a llama's mama. You've been beautifully purple this whole time. I sure am glad you're a purple person because the world needs more purple people just like you. The end. I hope you've enjoyed this one. Now get out there and shine bright like the purple people you are.